Listen to this.
Now, my wife, when the whole COVID thing came out, my wife was fortunate enough to have a job to where she could transfer and work from home. So this is my full-time job. I barely leave the property, but I'm fortunate enough to where I can work from home. My wife now, with the COVID thing being lifted, it's not mandated, but it is kind of like, hey, if you want to keep your job type deal, they're doing like a hybrid. But what they're saying now is all the home jobs that you've been doing on Zoom and all that stuff is going to go away. And, Gen X or Gen Z or whatever the new generation is, they're not going to be fortunate enough or lucky enough to work from home anymore in their pajamas and their Hello Kitty slippers and all that stuff.
JP Morgan Chase Chief Executive Jamie Dimon, he says this is important for Gen Z youngsters. Listen to this.
I'm not making fun of Zoom, but, younger people being left behind. Their social lives are deteriorating. Steve Jobs used to talk about the collaboration that's accidental because you run into someone in a hall and they come with an idea. And almost everyone probably in this room, if you look back at your careers, you learned a little bit from apprentice system. You were with other people who took you on a sales call or told you how to handle a mistake or something like that. It doesn't happen when you're in a basement on Zoom. Right. And you don't get married on a basement in Zoom and you don't meet people. So I think it's just very important to have a social life.
Oh, yes, it is. When a CEO says, hey, you workers, you're coming back to the office. I want you in the office, whether it's 3 days a week or 5 days a week, doesn't matter. I want you back in the office. Can that backfire?
Well, I would say that most of us don't react to mandates like that past the age of 5. So we have to start with purpose and with trust and going back to why are you coming to the office? It's because you're wanting to solve a problem and it's because you're really excited about the work that you're doing. And so hopefully it's not just a mandate to get a badge swipe. It's a mandate to solve a larger problem. And I think when we're seeing companies that really have something that they're excited to solve for, we're seeing quite a great return to office and great numbers.
So what's my incentive to go back in the office when I do exactly what I do here? We need to have, there's more stimulation in the room, in the conference room, in the one-on-one, like you say, when you're passing someone in the hallway. But there is something about, the gathering of people to collectively come up with one certain goal.